waiting. So just waiting. So you can see here now it's live and good. So stream status is live and stream health is good. Now when I play it, you'll be able to check it out. There'll be 5-second delay, obviously, as in with every live stream. So just waiting. So you can see here now it's live and good. I will show you this. I will share this with you guys. Now when I play it, you'll be able to check it out. There'll be 5-second delay, obviously. So is it? So this is our meeting, which I am live streaming right now on our WhatsApp group. You can check it out. You can listen to the audio, you can see the quality and everything. So I will show you. Yeah, this is as simple as that. So you saw it took me like 5 minutes in total to set it up, and it's good to go. All you need to check is like when the match ends, you just need to come back to the screen and you can see an option to call a pause streaming or end streaming. You click end, it ends, pause, it pauses and resumes, and that's it, as simple as that. And if you have a SIM card inserted in this automatically, this connected internet will be T-Mobile and the light would be blue in the first instance itself. So as you saw, it directly opened T-Mobile recharge for me. So that's how I know, okay, SIM card has no internet. It is active but it has no internet, it needs recharge. So it's all...
Any controls on the device itself or like things like zoom or...
Yeah, so zoom you can see here itself. The zoom and everything is controlled from here itself. You can control the zoom or anything to do with the camera from here itself. There is no control on the device. Not even one option is there on the device. So if you want to connect to the preview, you just need to connect here to the camera Wi-Fi, which has the password of 12345678. So you can see here. Now this zoom, if I keep changing, so you can see. Because I went into the too much zoom and like the focus area is less, that's why it's like this. But the zoom is capable of 25x optical zoom, so the clarity won't keep like reducing or anything. So you can see here. So this is how the zoom is also controlled within the camera itself.
To introduce ball tracking?
So ball tracking, right? We tried to do it without any manpower. Right now also if there is someone holding and doing this, it's still fine. But with ball tracking in cricket, the biggest issue is the ball is really small, first of all. And it changes color throughout the innings. We start with white, it becomes like brownish by the end of 6th, 7th over. So that's why it's really... No company in the world has been able to master it as of now, automatic ball tracking in cricket. As compared to basketball or football, it's very easy because the ball is big and it's a standard color. So that is the only reason why it's not there, and it is in our roadmap. We are working constantly on that, like how to integrate it. But as I said, it's a worldwide challenge. If we solve it, we will be the first ones to do it in the world, basically in the world of streaming. So that is the biggest issue. But yeah, I think with the amount of efforts we are putting and the commitment we are doing to this, it is there. And we are also trying to integrate decision review system directly into the device itself. We have our own decision review system, which the umpires can use even right now. But that is like you need a separate mobile phone for that, where the umpire wears that mobile here, and like whichever ball he wants the review, he can use that. So we want to get ideally integrate that also into capture. So that is in our roadmap. But first, our roadmap is to enable 4K streaming. Right now it's at 2K. So we need to enable 4K streaming. We need to enable even more a better way of free highlights. We need to enable switching the stream within the same stream. Right now, if you use two cameras on two different sides of the ground, two different streams are generated. But we want to get it into the same stream and just switch, which we already have it in our mobile streaming. We already have that. You can just click switch. We also have that in our professional camera setup, where you can just click switch, because there manually it's being done. But in our case, there is no manpower involved. So for that, the switching is not yet there, and we are trying to just integrate it, whereas you can control it on the screen itself, where we'll just give an option to switch, and you can switch it in the same stream. So all that is in our roadmap, and it's going to be going live soon, very very soon. And this is our season where we are most active with selling these units or whatever, because everyone's season will be starting from like March, like Feb, March, like throughout US, Canada. So right now is the most aggressive buying season of our users as well. So that's where, like, we are constantly working on upgrading the product and everything, and all the upgrades we do are completely free on your end with software. So we don't charge anything. Even if we include DRS into this system, it's a software upgrade and you'll get it for free. DRS as a feature will be differently charged, but yeah, within the camera to use it, there is no additional cost. So yeah.
So Ishwar, then if we have multiple cameras, then one person has to run this, keep switching on a phone, and then the other scorer has to have a separate phone itself, so they can go.
No, I can score on this phone, this game itself. No, now I can just go back. The stream will not end. You can see the stream is still
I
live.
know, but you have one camera. Let's say you had two cameras, then you have to manually switch between two cameras. You cannot do that and score at the same time, right?
So if you want to, like, do it with two cameras, so I'll just show you the game which I use generally, Heroes of CricHeroes A and B. So multiple streams are generated on the same game. That is possible. But yeah, you have to go to the different game, right? If you are doing like, so I ran 14 cameras for one event. So they had rented it from us, and I was the only person controlling all the 14 cameras on 14 different games at once. And it barely took me like 20 minutes total to go live on all 14 games and to control them throughout. And yeah, the camera is pretty stable. So right now, that is our biggest focus, that how to make it even more easier and how to make it even more stable, so that you don't even have to worry about it. Once you just put, like right now, still, like I keep checking it sometimes, okay, is everything running smoothly and everything. That also I don't want to do. So this is just one of my games which I have streamed using capture, but it was not streamed on it was not scored on CricHeroes. So this is how you can still stream it. So you can see here below, right, the ticker will not go. This, because it was scored on our own MSCL platform, which they are doing later. So this is our our game which I had streamed here in Boston. So they also saw this quality, and that is when they are like, yes, we will be using this from next year. Because I moved to Boston just in 2024 December, it was too late for me to just onboard them directly at that point. So that was the reason why 2025 didn't happen. In 2026 they will be using our platform itself. So this is how it is. So this one as you can see, the data has already been migrated for this league, because they confirmed, they signed the contract and everything. So this is where we stand out as compared to CricClubs, and I don't think you guys will have any issues with managing it or anything. Our biggest thing is we value the time of our users, so we don't want teams to not do streaming because it takes up a lot of time. That is why it takes just 5 minutes, as you saw, right? I went live, and this entire meeting has been recorded on that live stream itself, so you can check it out whenever you want, how the experience is, how the audio is. So our biggest problem first when we initially launched this was audio. Audio was not being recorded properly. There was a lot of glitches with the audio, but the video was always really good. But audio sometimes, the camera internal part, since we were a software company, there were some audio issues, but we have figured them all out now in the past experience which we had, and now the camera is very stable, including audio and everything. And when you purchase it, I will also let you know, if commentary also is integrated into it. If you have a commentary on the ground, you can do that. But most of the grassroots guys don't put that as their priority. So that's why we are just doing it a bit slowly and trying to stabilize the other aspects of the camera first. But yes, right now it's a very good product which solves most of your needs, and it also just takes 5 minutes to set it up. So that's how it is. And yeah, you can just follow that link which I shared on the group anytime and just check it out, how the quality is. This is the quality indoor, and also this is resistant to Ahmedabad temperatures which go up to 45 degrees Celsius as well. And even in UAE it goes up to 52, and it ran very smoothly. That is one more difference between Ninja Caster and us. Ninja Caster could not sustain the heat in Houston. So Houston had about 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and Ninja Caster got really hot and the video became all glitchy. The first video which I showed you was also in Houston, and that day the temperature was 97 and it ran very smoothly. We had no issues. Because we made it in Ahmedabad, if it sustains Ahmedabad, it can sustain anywhere else basically. So yeah.
Is it IP67 rated, or does it need a protective hood or cover when it's raining?
It is water resistant, not waterproof. So yeah, it is water resistant. I don't know the exact rating, IP67 or like whatever, but yeah, it is water resistant. I don't think any camera is waterproof unless like you use those GoPro or like at this scale. I don't think any camera is waterproof in the market right now in this budget basically. Yeah. Yeah, it's water resistant though. Like if it's drizzling and you have to like just go to the ground and cover, till that time it will sustain. Like up to 5-6 minutes it will still sustain. Beyond that it might not. Like if the water seeps into the device, like any device, it's the same thing. Yeah. But yeah, it is water resistant. It won't like, it's not like hey 5 drops of water went in, it's gone. No, it's not like that. It can resist for a bit, but yeah, it's not waterproof. Yeah. So that is the how that camera works.
Somewhere by like 5:15, so I started driving. But we can.
Yeah, no worries. I think for the first meeting, I honestly think we got a lot more than what we had hoped for. So Ishwar, thank you very much for this. I think being able to give us a little bit of a comfort on how the transition happens between the app and the camera and various different options. I think two things. One is what Yatish said, which is. Send us a sample of what, and please be transparent, no problem. The economics and the financials will figure it out. But if today whatever your structure is, like hey, you buy the device, you get this subscription for $400 a year, you'll get match highlights with it. I'm just making something up. All right, if it is not true, then fine. And then your pro highlights for the team are this much, for the player are this much, and this is the whole setup. Because we want the experience to be very positive for our kids and all the parents that are doing it. Like I said, we have 8-10 groups in CCA. Some are under 16, under 19. Their parents don't come. They go and play their own matches. They may not be that interested in something like this. Because the parent has to take the responsibility. Who's going to come and set it up and all. And then there are groups that are 8-9-year-olds. People who are still learning how to do it and they don't have game sense yet, and they may see value, but again, so there's a middle part of maybe 4, 5, 6 groups that we have at CCA which can benefit from this, where the parents are active, the kids are learning, under 11, under 13, under 15. I think those groups are going to get a lot of value of just analysis, replay, highlights, pro, whatever version, insights. I think that is good. But like Yatish said, someone has to select the wagon wheel and all of that. But
yeah, so that is some. Even without that, right? At least like the bowler type is already selected, right? No one will put like right arm fast if they are left arm fast. So in that as well, which bowling type I am most like my average. What is my average against left arm spin? Say for example. Okay. So if I keep getting out to left arm spin, I'm just giving an example. Then I can just check my okay, is this really the case? As a parent, you can just open the app, go to the pro version and check, okay, my kid's average versus left arm spin is 5. As compared to a right arm off break, he scores at 25, but what left arm spin is just 5. So how is it? So that is how we stand out in many aspects, even without the scorer as well. So these are like the basic stats, which would go a long way for grassroots. Wagon wheel and all that can be easily got through video as well.
Yeah.
And if the scorer has, that's a bonus. So
I think that's the difference between, and if I'm speaking for Yatish as well, that's the difference between what we were seeing as options, which is we were trying to go with a third-party startup that is leveraging CricHeroes and whatever its capabilities are to then bring them into video streaming. But the analysis and all of that is still data from CricHeroes to port it, to get it.
Yeah.
It's difficult and it's not easy for anybody at CCA for it to do it. And I don't think Ninja Caster was going to be able to do that also.
Correct.
So that is another competitive advantage I see, to be honest.
Correct.
I think the question then remains is, do we have a decision within CCA to move to CricHeroes? If so, when? And when is that transition happening? What is that data migration going to take? Like you said, you're doing it for someone who has data since 2017.
2006, not
2006,
26.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. 2006. So we may not have data for that long. We have 500-600 students on a rolling basis. So it may take a week or a week and a half.
Yeah.
Getting, two parents trained from each group to be able to do the scoring and everything and giving them login IDs and all of that stuff. and then that is all fine. I think all the transition of cricket clubs to CricHeroes, if CCA decides to do it, I think within 3 weeks to maybe a month, including onboarding, including parents being familiar, all of that is fine. And then the next part then comes over, which is the streaming aspect of it, and then being able to do that. So I think there are two different dimensions or steps.
Yes, Ajay. So as you said, right?
Will keep us updated. I think you can keep us updated also. You can tell me, hey, by the way, Meet and Hemant have just met and they are signing this to proceed to switch to CricHeroes, and it's by this date. That allows us.
No, as I told you, right?
Funds are approved.
Yes, Ajay bhai. No. So as I told you, right, your feedback was important for Hemant bhai basically to check the device and if you like the device, the setup and how it is streaming and everything. Once you go to Hemant bhai and tell him like, hey, if this is fine, then he has no problem in moving to CricHeroes immediately. So that is where it was stuck. So I'm sure after this meeting you will have a conversation with him and let him know your thoughts. And once that is done, he himself will reach out to us from CCS standpoint, and then the contract is signed, and then we start the work of moving everything. And then that time itself we can discuss the financials for capture. We can also give a white label app for CCA instead of a CricHeroes generalized app where all the parents can just download that and not get any advertisements or anything, and directly just do through that. You can also have a website, you can do the embed code and everything where you can put news, you can put analytics, you can put highlights, you can put all sorts of things. So as I said, our company's goal since day one has been to make grassroots cricket world class, and it has been made with a cricketer in mind rather than an organizer in mind. That is why we were not so focused on the US market, because in India, if we could crack India, then it's a really good fit. So basically India is as we already discussed, Yatish bhai, so that's what me and Ajay bhai discussed, Indians, in an average grassroots cricketer who is say a 15-year, 16-year-old would not waste money on any pro purchase or anything unless it's really worth it. So if they are purchasing it, if the parents back in India, if the players back in India are purchasing spending 500 rupees a year or 600 rupees a year on some pro product, which means that's where we have really worth it, and that's where we have making most of our money from. And that's where we've integrated streaming as well and through highlights as well. So that is our money making model. Our money making model is not to hey, let us go ahead and sell 5,000 capture devices. No, that is never our target. Our target is let us ensure that the games are streamed on the app. So that is where the real value is, right? Where the player is getting benefited. The actual pain point of the user is being solved there rather than making money. It's very easy for us to say, hey, this is $10,000, just buy it and just sell 20 devices and relax. Made 200,000 in a year, just relax. So that is not our thing. We want to be a global brand. We want to be a brand which solves genuine issues of players, parents, on the entire cricket network basically. Even the umpires, scorers, streamers, everyone has something to do on CricHeroes. So we've created a network with that in mind, and that is what always our goal will be. And any feature, anything we do, even DRS we are trying to do is for this only. Because a lot of grassroots players keep complaining, yaar mera 100 tha, 95 में एम्पायर ने गलत डिसीजन दे दिया, या people say हम सेमीफाइनल पहुंचते यार, क्वार्टर्स में ये 3 अलग डिसीजन थे. So these are genuine pain points which we want to resolve. And in the long run, money is made. That is what we are in the market since 9.5 years now. So that itself tells you if you don't make money, you don't stay in the market for that long. But the users are not feeling like we are overcharging them or anything. So that is where you see the amalgamation of both. We think from the user's player, and our entire office, we have about 112 employees, and 110 of them are cricketers. So yeah. We play, the founders itself are cricketers. Meet has played for Gujarat back in India. I played for Hyderabad till under 23. Abhishek plays every weekend even now. We have our own team, SVCC Cricket Club in India. We are all part of that. We have our own ground. So that's how passionate we are. That is something which you can't, compare with any club, or that is not something which you get anywhere. That's why we know the issues firsthand at grassroots level. And it was restricted to India so far, but right now we are in US. Canada is almost there, everyone is using CricHeroes. So everywhere we go, it's just a matter of time, because we have the bandwidth to do it, we have the team to do it, and we have the resources to do it mainly. So, yeah.
So you think the streaming alerts from the app also?
Yeah.
Let's say someone doesn't purchase the camera,
Yeah.
but someone wants to use their iPhone.
Yeah.
And then stream through it.
Yep.
That one is
Yes. So I showed you, right? So there was an option. So just a sec. Here if I.
the problem is we had something similar with Crick Club also.
Yeah.
But whenever I saw any game that was streamed through iPhone or any other devices, it's a bit laggy and it's jittery.
That is not the case at all with us. So you can just see here via mobile phone I just saw. So I just put allow. So you can see here with mobile phone you can see switch at the top as well, right? Oh, you're not able to see my screen. One second. I'll just put the screen. I was showing it on my screen.
The stream was very, very, very jittery and laggy.
Yeah.
When somebody was streaming through the app.
Through Crick Clubs, right? So let me just log in. Let me just share my mobile screen. Let's join through that again. I had just gone there. Just a sec.
Or we can do it another time. I really have to step out. I'm 25 minutes over for something else.
Okay, no problem.
But why don't we do this? Yatish, if it's okay, let Ishwar send us the samples that you asked for.
I will send you mobile streaming samples as well in that case. Okay. So you can see here, Yatish bhai. So when I click go live, at the top itself, so in the same match, I'm just clicking go live. The first option itself is via mobile phone. And in the via mobile phone, you can see all the options which you asked for: switch stream, end stream, mute, auto replay, start replay, everything is already integrated. So this is what we are going to integrate in Capture as well. Yeah, so that is all I just wanted to let you know. Yeah.
And then Ishwar, in the meantime that you do that, then we can have a second follow-up call, maybe a little later this week.
Yeah.
On the assumption for the business case of what Meet and Hemant can discuss on switching to CricHeroes. That decision, let's assume that happens.
Yeah, no. That is, even I was there. I will only be the point of contact. Meet is based out of Canada. So yeah, I will be knowing.
Between us, then we just have to figure it out, what the economics are.
Yeah.
And how does it look like? And you can say, here's the maximum that you can ever spend on with CricHeroes, and then here's what people average spend and what the use case is really best. Like, you can sign me up for everything that you have to offer, and this is what it costs. And then here's what an average case is.
Yeah.
And we can figure things out. Because I really, at the end of the day, people like to talk a lot about these things, and they're like, oh, it's just $5 per thing. It doesn't matter. Right? So where the cost sense will come.
No, I can. So what I'm looking at is, how I'm looking at it is, Ajay bhai, basically like if you guys come on to CricHeroes, I will just give you a bulk deal for all your games. You can get highlights and everything, so that you don't have to pay every game. All that hassle, I don't want you guys to go through that. Just at once itself, hey, this is what it is, this is the contract, this is the amount you do, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just say, this match highlights I want, it will be provided to you. This match I want, this player highlights I want, everything. So we can discuss that, and since you'll be buying 8 to 10 of these devices, we can talk about the economics as well, which is like, good for both of us. Yeah, but yeah, 1200 is its MRP right now. But yeah, we can still talk about, how it is and everything. As I told you, we are not making a lot of money by selling the camera. Our money model is different. Like, when it happens after you purchase the camera, basically.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll do that, and then if there's any questions from either you or us, we just keep it going on the same WhatsApp chat.
Perfect.
I'll just tell Hemant bhai and, to ignore it for a while until we say, okay, you know what, we've looked at everything, we've discussed everything. And here's the pros and cons, and good to go or not, right? Yeah.
You can just talk to Hemant and let him know like how you liked it and everything. You can also check out the streaming of our meeting, which I've done. So you can listen to the audio, you can watch the video and everything, like what it recorded, and then you can tell him. And I'll also share you like 3-4 example streams. I'll also share you the stream of the one which we did in California right now, the Summit Indoor also. You will know everything, and then it will help you make an advanced decision. You can also play around with the app. You can just download the app once and just score a match and just check. If you have any issues and doubts, you can ask me, and then after that I can get in touch with Hemant and just get this closed.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for your time, guys. This was good.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.